Hey guys, this video is going to be a little different. No fancy editing, just me talking to you. I don't have a script. I've just got a couple notes on my iPad here. And honestly, I've been meaning to record this for a while now. If you're a solo consultant or a coach or someone who's thought about starting a YouTube channel but kept putting it off, this is for you. I'm not here to give you some perfectly edited guide or pitch you on becoming a full-time creator or anything like that. I just want to share what's been happening to me like really recently and why I think now is actually a really good time for people like us to start posting. Even if you're not getting any views, even if your channel feels kind of invisible. And even for me, this is a new channel I'm building and I'm not pushing it super hard. The view counts are actually very humble, but something happened recently that made me realize how powerful even a small channel can be. So I want to talk about that. I want to talk about why this matters, especially if you are a consultant. So, okay, one thing I hear a lot, especially from auto consultants, peers of mine, is this idea that like it's too late to start a channel, or I don't know if anyone's gonna care, or even who am I to be doing this? And honestly, I've said those exact things to myself too. Like, I'm not trying to be a YouTuber. I'm not trying to go viral. I don't have a setup. I don't have a content calendar to go viral. Half the time I'm just recording when I feel like I have something to say. But here's the thing. That's actually why I think it works. Because like when you are a consultant, your business doesn't grow from millions of views. It grows from the right people seeing the right thing at the right time. And that's something I've seen personally. I mean, if you look at this channel, I've got what? A couple dozen views on most videos. But still, just having those videos there, having my face, my voice, my point of view out in the open, it changed things. Recently, a peer of mine remembered that I had a video on something specific, and he shared it with someone who needed what I do. And like that turned into a conversation, which turned into a meeting, which turned into a paying client. And that video had, I think, 16 views or something like that. So if you're thinking you're too late or like, what's the point if no one watches? I want you to know this. You're not too late. You're actually kind of early because most consultants aren't doing this kind of things. They're not showing up. They're not putting anything out there. And that means there's so much room for you to stand out, even with very low views. You've got more experience. You've got more context. You've got more clarity than most of the people who are trying to go big on YouTube. And honestly, that's your edge. You don't need more views. You just need to be relevant. So yeah, I know it feels like maybe you are behind, but you are not. You're just starting in a different lane. And I want to explain how that actually plays out, like how even small, quiet videos and channels can do real work for you. I'll break that down in a bit. So let's start from the top. You've probably heard this before. Find your niche, right? And I know that can sound kind of heavy or like weirdly official, but it doesn't really have to be that. For consultants like us, it's more like just figuring out what you already talk about all the time anyway. Like maybe it's the same 2 or 3 things your clients always ask you. Or maybe it's something you've just seen too many people mess up. Or, maybe it's a part of your work that you actually enjoy explaining. Like you find yourself saying, I wish more people understood this. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be flashy. It could be like how you prep for a call or how you explain ROI to a skeptical client, or like in my case, why podcasts are better than newsletters in your industry. I mean, it could even just be what you wish you knew 5 years ago. And yes, there's always going to be that little voice that goes in your head saying, why would anyone listen to me? Or isn't someone already doing this better? And maybe, yeah, they are, but they are not you. They don't have your tone or your examples or even your stories. And like I said earlier, Just one of my lowest viewed videos literally helped me close a client. So yeah, you don't need thousands of views. You just need the right ones. Every view counts, especially the ones that come from the right people. I'll keep saying this. So let's say you're in a space that's already crowded. Maybe you're a business consultant, or you help people with systems or SEO or any of the usual suspects, right? It's easy to look around and go, well, this has already been done. And yeah, a lot of people are already making content about this stuff. But what I've learned is that you are the differentiator. Like, I know it sounds cheesy, but seriously, just showing your face or talking about why something matters to you or giving a little context from your own experience, it really changes how the message lands. That's not like branding advice or anything. It's just pure human connection. It helps people feel like they know you. And that's kind of what I've been trying to do with my channel. Nothing crazy, nothing super polished, just little videos where I talk through what I've learned, how I've helped clients, and why I think it matters. I've said this before, but I'll keep saying it. My videos don't get a ton of views, but I had someone refer me to a client specifically because they saw my face, heard how I think, and felt like, yeah, this guy gets it. And that wouldn't have happened if I'd kept everything faceless and generic. So yeah, I think like if my face isn't there, it could be anyone. And I'd rather it be me. Okay, so that's one thing, like showing your face and being real. But another thing that really helps is just knowing why you are doing this in the first place. Are you starting a channel because you want to get more clients? Or is it more like a place to document your thinking, build authority, kind of grow a presence slowly over time? There's honestly no right answer, but it does change how you show up. If it's a business growth tool like for lead gen or trust building, then yeah, consistency matters a little more. You might talk more directly to client problems. Your tone might be more conversational, but still focused. And you'll probably want a call to action here and there, right? But if it's more of a creative outlet or like a long game authority builder, then you can be a little looser with it. You can test more stuff, talk about your process, share behind the scenes things. But either way, the key is just clarity. That's it. And then there is this idea of a content flywheel, which just means, the more stuff you publish, the easier it becomes for people to find you when they're ready, even if you're not directly with them. So yeah, I think the big advice, like post 3 times a week, is fine, but I don't think it's the only way. And for consultants, honestly, it's not even the best way. Now, let me be clear. You're not going to see instant results, but that's okay. It's not supposed to be fast. I've been doing this for, I don't know, maybe 3 months now. I post once, sometimes twice a week, and I'm not overthinking it too much. I'm not doing fancy cuts. I'm not trying to follow some algorithm rulebook. I just show up, record, and talk about the stuff that's been coming up in real conversations with clients or prospects. Sometimes I get the idea for a video right after a call. Like someone will ask a question and I'll think, okay, yeah, that's something that probably more people are wondering. And then I'll just turn that into a short outline and I hit record when I can. And I'll be honest, this still feels a little weird to me. Like I'm not totally comfortable on camera still. I watch my own videos and I still kind of cringe a little. Like, did I really need to say that? Or why did I rush through that point? But I keep rewatching, not because I like the sound of my voice, I kind of hate it, but because I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to catch the stuff I missed and also just remind myself I'm actually doing it. And I guess that's been the biggest shift for me. It's less about each video being perfect and more about building a rhythm. I'm starting to think of this whole thing as a trust library, not a content machine, not a visibility hack, just this body of work that sits online and grows little by little, quietly. And even if 10 people watch a video, I know one of them might be the right person. And a few weeks ago, that actually happened. So yeah, I'm still figuring this out. I'm not trying to build a huge following. I'm not trying to be an influencer. I'm just trying to make content that matches the work I actually do and helps people trust me before we even talk. And if I miss a week, that's fine. If a video gets 2 views, that's also fine, because the way I see it, I'm not here for the instant win. I'm here to build something that grows in the background, something that stays useful and that gets shared when I'm not in the room. Okay, so before we wrap this up, I just want to say this. Don't overthink the gear. Don't worry about lead gen right away. Don't worry about making something worth watching. Like, seriously, you don't even have an audience yet. That's the beauty of it. There's no pressure to perform when no one's watching. And honestly, I consider that kind of a gift. I mean, think about it. If you post a video and 5 people watch it, that's 5 humans who now know a little more about you and how you think. That's already more scale than most one-on-one networking events you might attend. And those 5 people, maybe one of them's a future client or a referral or just someone who keeps you top of mind. So yeah, just make one video, one. That's it. It doesn't have to be a masterpiece. You can literally say, hey, I am your name and I help who you help with what you do. And then say, this is my first video and I just want to talk about one thing I've been thinking about lately. And then you carry on with the video. That's enough. That's more than enough. You don't need a fancy setup. I shoot most of mine on my old camera that was sitting around my office for the past 5 years. I have natural light from a window and a quietish room, and you're good to go. If you want to upgrade the audio, which honestly probably makes the biggest difference, you can grab a cheap lav mic or a USB mic for like $120, plug it into your phone or computer, and boom, you're already ahead of 90% of people who never start. And I know it feels like it has to be more polished or more strategic or more something, but it doesn't. You are not launching a YouTube empire. You are planting a seed. And yeah, maybe it takes a few weeks or months to see the results, but that seed will grow for sure. Quietly, slowly, but it will grow. And here's the other thing. You will get better. Just by showing up, just by doing the thing, you will improve. Your tone will settle, your message will sharpen, and your people, your real audience, they'll start to find you. Not because you nailed a hook or followed some SEO checklist, but because your stuff is out there and it's real and it actually helps people. So yeah, record something, anything. Don't wait for the right moment. This is the right moment, right now. Because the sooner you start, the sooner the right person finds the right video, and that's where the momentum starts. One client, one conversation, one little piece of trust at a time. So yeah, if nothing else, just keep going or just start and try to have a little fun with it. You know, it doesn't need to be serious or perfect or strategic right out of the gate. You're not trying to become a YouTuber. Again, you are just showing up in a new way. If this video was helpful or like if it just made you feel a little less stuck, feel free to give it a like or drop a comment or whatever. I'd love to hear if you're thinking about starting something or if you've already started and just kind of feel invisible. I get it. This was honestly a different kind of video for me. Probably I'm gonna cringe a little when I watch this back. I definitely said, you know, and like 100 different times, but hey, it's out there now. Anyway, what I hope you take away is that now really is the perfect time to start, especially if you are a solo consultant, especially if you think it's too late. It's not. There's still space for your voice. And honestly, low views don't mean low value. Sometimes it just takes one video. All right, I'm Matteo. Thanks for sticking around this long. I appreciate you watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.